Okay, this is review for exam 1. You have to study 5 chapters 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and exam 1 will remain open from March 14, 12:30 a.m. That means that Sunday night, okay, or Monday early morning, till March 16, which is a Wednesday, uh, the end of the day, 11:59 p.m. So effectively, the exam would be open for you to take from Sunday early morning till Wednesday, 11:59, the end of the day. You have 40 minutes to take the exam, and there will be 50 questions. It's multiple choice test. Okay, each question is worth half of a point. The exam is open, closed book, closed note, and you have to take the exam through Blackboard, and you have only one attempt to take the test. So when you start the test, you have to be able to finish it. Okay, you have only one attempt. And I have given you the topics from which I would be asking you questions from the chapters 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, chapter 1, you need to know how to define business intelligence. And business intelligence, we know it's a framework for decision support. It's used to analyze complex information about any organization and its competitors, and it's used heavily in planning and decision making. Then you need to know the four components of business intelligence, and the four components are, okay, I have also given you the page number in the book where you can study these items. You can also look into the chapter slides. Okay, four components of BI include the data warehouse, the business analytics, business performance management, and the user interface. Okay, and then you need to know what are business analytics, which is a collection of tools for manipulation and analysis of data. Then and we talked about the business performance management, which is used for monitoring and analyzing business performance. We talked about dashboards. Dashboards are visual presentation of critical data for executives to view, and that allows executives to see hotspots in their business units and investigate further to exactly identify problems and their causes. Benefits of BI, and you can look at the benefits of BI in slide number, I believe in page 12 or slide number 14 maybe. What are event-driven alerts? It's given in page 15. And event-driven alerts, basically a warning or action is activated when a predefined or an unusual event occurs. Okay. Now, benefits of BI, which is in page 12, that talks about quickly determining We'll look into that. Okay, let's see. We'll look into that. And then you have OLTP and Olap, online transaction processing and online analytical processing. Please study those with examples. If you look at assignment 4, the first 2 pages, I have given you examples of OLTP, examples of OLAP. What is OLTP? What is OLAP? It's important. Please study them with examples because there will be questions on OLTP and OLAP. OLTP is using information systems to handle a company's routine ongoing business activities through recording data, and OLAP is using of information systems to analyze historical data obtained through ongoing business activities for decision making. OLTP reports would be providing information about a particular transaction, for example, who purchased a particular product, whereas OLAP would be assisting end users in understanding why particular business events have occurred. Example would be what are the total sales for each product, in which month did most of the sales occur, so on and so forth. And kinds of OLAP, you can find it like MOLAP and ROLAP on the PPT slides on OLAP. And then you have major tools and techniques of BI, which is table 1.3 in page 22. Table 1.3 in page 22. So let me look at that. Okay, so basically we have given you different tools like tools and techniques like dashboards and data mining and web mining and OLAP and OLTP and so on and so forth. And some of the BI vendors, would be you know about Teradata, then there would be SAS, okay. Um, Microsoft is a BI vendor too, Oracle, so on and so forth. Okay, and also the benefits of BI, page 12. You will look at some of the benefits and business values of BI. Benefits would be the ability to provide accurate information, okay, real-time view of the corporate performance, so on and so forth. And also 5 styles of BI. Styles of BI, did we cover that? Basically report delivery and alerting, enterprise reporting, cube analysis, ad hoc queries, statistics and data mining. These are the 5 styles of BI. So this is what you have to cover from chapter 1. Chapter 2, it's a very long chapter, lot of things that you need to know. Okay, lot of things you have to prepare for. First of all, you need to know what is a data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse is the foundation of business intelligence. It's a pool of data used for decision making. You have to know the characteristics of a data warehouse, which is you need to know that it's subject oriented, it's integrated, okay, it's time variant, it's non volatile, it's relational and multi-dimensional, it's client server, and it's real time. And it also includes metadata. All of these you have to know in detail. Okay, what is a metadata? Metadata is data, or about how the data are organized and how to effectively use them. Okay, then enterprise data warehouse, what is that? So it's an all-encompassing large-scale data warehouse that is used across the enterprise for decision makings. Okay, requires the integration of data from many sources into a standard format. Then you need to know dependent data mart and independent data mart, and what is data mart. Okay, data mart is a subset of data warehouse, a scaled down version of data warehouse. Okay, fewer subject areas and fewer users. You need to know what are operational data sources. Okay, now regarding the independent and the dependent data mart, remember that independent data mart is a small warehouse designed for a strategic business unit or a department. Okay, but its source is not an enterprise data warehouse. And a dependent data mart is a subset that is created directly from the data warehouse. These are the two differences. Then operational data source. An operational data store, it's a database which is often used as an interim staging area for a data warehouse. Okay, the contents of the operational data store are updated throughout the course of business information, and it is used for short-term decision making. Now, data warehousing process, okay? Data warehousing process, and data warehousing process is in page 36, 37, figure 2.1. That's a very important thing that you need to know. You need to know what are the data sources. Okay, data sources would be like ERP, legacy system, point of sale terminals. There are questions on data sources, so please learn these examples, okay? External data, etc. Okay, and then there would be, after data sources, there will be data extraction, and the data is extracted using Oracle, SAS or IBM software, commercial ETL. Then data loading, and data is loaded into a staging area where they are transformed and cleaned and then loaded into the data warehouse. After that, the comprehensive database, which is the enterprise data warehouse that supports decision making. Then you have to include metadata, that is rules for organizing data. Then you need to know what are middleware tools. Middleware tools like ColdFusion will enable access to the data warehouse from a variety of front-end applications. There is question on independent data mart, metadata, enterprise data warehouse, operational data store, middleware. So please learn them with examples. Lot of questions, okay? Then we need to know what is data integration. It covers three processes: accessing the data, combining different views of the data, and capturing changes to the data. And then we need to know ETL. ETL is a process by which data are loaded into the data warehouse. Extraction, you need to know what is extraction, what is transformation, and what is loading. All of these three you need to look at, okay? You can listen to the chapter video, you can read from the book, you can look at the PowerPoint slides, but you need to know what is extraction, like selecting data from one or more sources, what is transformation, converting data from the original form to the form that the data warehouse needs, and loading, putting the converted data into the data warehouse. You need to know the benefits of a data warehouse, star schema, and dimensional modeling. We have gone over it so many times. You need to know what is dimensional modeling and what is star schema. Okay. Now, dimensional modeling, you have an assignment on that, and the data warehouse design is based on dimensional modeling. So dimensional modeling supports high volume query access. Dimensional modeling is implemented via the star schema. A star schema consists of a central single fact table surrounded by several dimension tables. Okay, the fact table contains a large number of rows that correspond to observed business or facts, and fact tables contain quantitative data about a business. Dimension tables are smaller and hold descriptive data that reflects the dimension of a business. Look into your assignment 3 on star schema and dimension modeling. You need to know the dimension tables, the fact tables, okay? Like if I give you some data, you should be able to put them in different tables. Then you need to know primary key. Primary key is the column that uniquely identifies every row in the table. For example, student number would be the primary key of a student table. Composite key is when more than one columns are required for uniquely identify a row of a table. Foreign key is three things. Remember, when the primary key of one table shows up in another table, it becomes a foreign key in that table. Foreign keys are used for joining tables, and foreign key always appears on the many side of the relationship. Then you have Inman model and Kimball model. These are basically data warehouse development approaches. Inman model says first enterprise data warehouse, then create the data mart as subsets. And Kimball model says first data mart, then consolidate into a enterprise data warehouse. There would be questions on these models. Okay. Olap and Oltp, once again, look at your assignment 4. I have given several examples of what is OLAP and what is OLTP. Real-time data warehouse. Real-time data warehouse are updated on an ongoing basis as business transaction occurs. Traditional versus real-time. Traditional used for strategic decisions and real-time mainly used for operational and tactical decisions. Okay, so this is your chapter 2. Chapter 3 is on BPM. So you need to know what is BPM, business process management. What is that process, that 4 steps: execute, strategize, plan, monitor, analyze, and act and adjust. You need to know that. You need to know what is a key performance indicator. You need to have some examples. What are the different elements? You need to know 6 of them. What are the different types of targets? You need to know them, like absolute, min, max, zero, achievement, so on and so forth, and different types of KPI. So that's your chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is on data mining. And you need to know what is data mining. Okay, so data mining is the process of analyzing data to extract information not offered by the raw data alone. Okay, and to perform data mining, we need data mining tools, and data mining tools are a variety of techniques such as statistics, decision trees, neural net to find patterns and relationships in large volumes of information. So data mining tools would be query tools, reporting tool, multi-dimensional analysis tools, statistical tool, intelligent agents, etc. Then you need to know how the data mining works. Okay, before that, data in data mining. You need to know okay, where am I? Sorry. Okay, here I am. You need to know the different types of data in data mining. Mainly, you need to know that there are 2 types of data. One is categorical and the other is numerical. Categorical is a variable that is divided into specific groups like race, sex, age group, educational level, etc. And the numerical represent the numeric values of specific variables. That is your age, number of children, total household income, etc. Within categorical data, there are 2 types, nominal and ordinal, and within numerical, interval and ratio data. Okay, you need to know this. And then how data mining works. Within how data mining works, you need to know association, sequencing, classification, clustering, and forecasting. Okay, you need to know all of them. You can, for this, I believe it's better that you listen to the chapter video, because I talked about all those different techniques in detail there. Association, like when 2 variables go together. Okay, like when you buy coffee, you also buy bread 35% of the time. That is association. Sequencing, events linked over time. Like if you purchase a home today, in 2 weeks you will buy a refrigerator 65% of the time. Then you have classification, which or prediction, which refers to the prediction of a target variable which is categorical in nature, like high or versus low risk, purchaser, non-purchaser, etc., fraud, non-fraud. And credit card and telephone companies, they use prediction or classification a lot. Then clustering. Clustering is purpose is to group objects in such a way that objects that belong to the same group are similar and objects belonging to the different groups are dissimilar. It's used heavily in market segmentation, in medicine. Okay, and forecasting. Forecasting is future predictions made on the basis of time series information. data mining applications, look at some of the examples in healthcare, in marketing, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's your data mining chapter. Then we have the next chapter, the last chapter is on text mining, web mining, and so on. So text mining is the process of finding patterns from large amounts of unstructured data sources. So data mining, nature of data is structured. Generally, they are in a database, but text mining, its data is unstructured. For example, Word documents, PDF files, XML files, text excerpts, etc. Text mining first impose structure to the data, then mine the structured data. There are several benefits of it also, like in law, academic research, biology, etc. Application areas, lot of application areas like information extraction, topic tracking, summarization, categorization, clustering, concept linking, question answering, so on and so forth. There are some tech mining terms like what is structured data, what is unstructured data, what is corpus, what is concept, what is stemming, so on and so forth. What is tokenizing? Some of the text mining applications would be in marketing, CRM, security, deception, detection in medicine, biology, in academic, and so on. And text mining process involves input, output, control, and mechanism. Okay, input, output, control, and mechanism. The primary purpose of text mining is to process unstructured data along with structured data to extract meaningful, actionable patterns for better decision making. And then what is web mining? Okay, some of the text mining tools are available from clearforest.com, IBM Intelligent, Tableau, etc. Web mining is the process of discovering relationships from web data. And then web content mining is extraction of useful information from web pages. Web crawlers, there's a question on that, are used to read through the content of a website automatically. Then web structure mining is the process of extracting useful information from the links embedded in a Word document. And web usage mining is the extraction of useful information from data generated through web page visits and transactions. Okay, there are three types of data generated through web page visit: logs, user profiles, and metadata. There's a question on clickstream analysis. This is the analysis of information collected by web servers that can help us better understand user behavior. Okay, so this is your chapter 5. Now you need to study all these topics, study them with example, and remember once again that it is available, the exam, to take from March 14, 12:30 a.m., which is Sunday early morning, till Wednesday end of the day, 11:59 p.m. when you come back from spring break. The time to take the exam will be 40 minutes. There are 50 questions. Each question is worth half of a point. The exam is closed book, closed note, and you have only one attempt to take the test. Okay. Now, once you go through review, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I have given you the page numbers in the book, and I have given you the topics which are of use. And the review ends here.